Blake Lively just made a desperate attempt to fix her wholesome image. It looks like Blake Lively is back in full PR mode. And this time, she's dusting off the apron and diving into a donut kitchen to remind the world that she's still Hollywood's sweetheart. Or at least, trying to. Blake popped up on Instagram, smiling from ear to ear in what can only be described as damage control. She shared snaps from inside Rise Donuts in Wilton, Connecticut, a cozy little bakery owned by a friend, where she was seen laughing, baking, and acting like the only thing on her mind was pastry dough. Totally not a lawsuit. Totally not a PR crisis. Just cinnamon sugar and giggles. One pic she posted was of an industrial-sized mixer, stirring up some dough. Blake captioned it, "Baking with genius food friends and their kitchen mixer the size of a car. This is what my happy place looks like." Cue the wholesome music and Hallmark vibes. Another pic showed her leaning over a tray of pastries with that classic Blake grin, like she wasn't knee-deep in one of Hollywood's messiest scandals. Now let's not pretend this was just a casual weekend hang. This was a strategic move. Because while Blake was all smiles behind the counter, the rest of the world was still catching up on her drama, with It Ends With Us co-star and director, Justin Baldoni. Back in December 2024, Blake filed a complaint against Baldoni and several members of his team, including producer Jamie Heath and Wayfarer Studios co-founder Steve Sarowitz. Her allegations were pretty huge, including a calculated campaign designed to take her down. It was messy, it was bold, and it made headlines fast. Then in February, Baldoni clapped back hard, filing a $400 million defamation lawsuit against Blake, her husband Ryan Reynolds, and their longtime publicist Leslie Sloan. Yep, $400 million. He's accusing them of shutting him out of his own movie, torpedoing his career, and dragging his name through the mud. If this sounds like a Netflix courtroom drama, just wait, it gets better. Blake's team recently filed to dismiss the defamation suit, calling it vengeful and rambling. Not only that, but they claim Justin Baldoni's antics could backfire in a major way. According to court docs, his side could be hit with a $100 million price tag thanks to California's protections for individuals who speak out about those kinds of issues. Translation? This chess game just took a wild turn. And yet, here's Blake, elbows deep in flour, pretending like she doesn't have a multi-million-dollar storm hovering over her head. Girl, you might be whisking dough, but you're not fooling anyone. Let's be real. This isn't the first time we've seen a celebrity crisis makeover in action. The timing of this happy place moment feels very on brand for a star trying to soften the narrative. After several Hollywood insiders came forward sharing not-so-sweet run-ins with Blake, the former Gossip Girl alum has clearly been feeling the heat. So what better way to distract from drama than to roll up your sleeves, bake some sugar-coated treats, and serve up a slice of small-town charm? To make things extra digestible, a source told people that Blake was in a really happy mood while baking and chatting with customers. So casual, so relatable. Almost like she didn't just drop news on her co-star and get slapped with a $400 million counterattack. And don't forget, her husband Ryan Reynolds and publicist Leslie Sloan have also filed to be dismissed from the case. Meanwhile, Blake's team is leaning hard into the idea that Baldoni's suit is a textbook case of retaliation against someone who dared to speak up.